Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to a fresh episode of Spotlight. I'm Francine Marquez, and today we'll talk about a place called Cold Storage Seafood, which opened just some weeks ago in San Juan City. So today, let's welcome our guest, the president of the company, Mr. Marco Cua. Hi, Marco.
Hi.
Such a
Hi,
pleasure
Francine.
to meet you on the
Thank
show.
you.
Finally, now I know a face behind those products that I buy from the supermarket a lot when I have that seafood craving.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marco, how has it been since your launch last November? You opened the restaurant. Tell me about it.
The restaurant we opened it, I think, around 2018.
Mm,
The stall inside the corner market in the podium. It's a food hall.
I
It's
see.
basically a mixed hybrid category wherein we have our frozen seafood and we also showcase how to cook our seafood there.
But you have something in November.
This November we relaunched our branch in San Juan.
Oh, which part?
That branch has been there for almost more than 20 years. So we decided to
Oh,
relaunch it, renovate it, and
oh.
highlight our seafood better.
How did you do it? Like, is it more modern? I mean, what experience did you want your customers to have with the relaunched branch?
Okay, so basically, before the branch was due for renovation anyway, so
Ah,
we decided this year would be the best time to renovate everything. So we
mm,
closed down the store and then rebranded it. I mean, relaunched it. It has a younger feel. It's more what do you call this? It's brighter, it's more
oh,
vibrant.
oh,
So I think at least it attracts a younger crowd as well.
oh. So it's a happy place for seafood lovers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we get to showcase our full line of seafood products, unlike before, because there's limited freezers before compared to now.
Oh, that's good. So,
Mm.
over the last 2 decades, Cold Storage Seafood has been championing local seafood within the Philippines and around the world. You've been exporting as well. What was your main thrust when you opened the business at that? Can you tell us more about how the business began? I think it was your father who
Yes,
actually who founded the company, right?
yes. So basically, my father exported shrimps before. So we were exporting the best shrimps from the Philippines to all over the world, from Japan, US, Europe. And then we were talking to all our clients. And then we noticed that, hey, why is it that other countries are enjoying the best seafood from the Philippines? And then we said, hey, maybe it's time that we bring in the best seafood the world has to offer and bring it to Filipinos. That's when we started Cold Storage Seafood around 1996. That's when we opened our first branch in Banawe. And then
Mm.
we expanded to supermarkets, and the rest is basically history.
Yeah. What's your father's name? And was this his business all along? I mean,
Yeah.
seafood, somehow related to fishing, something. What was his line of work before cold storage?
Basically,
Your father's name first.
my father's name is Mariano, by the way.
Okay.
So he started exporting shrimps maybe in the early 80s or late
Ah,
70s.
okay. That makes
So we've been
sense.
exporting for almost 40 years at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, so we started as exporters and then later on became importers of frozen seafood.
Mm. What about you? Did you join the business right away? I mean, like you're the COO, child of the owner. Did you
Yeah.
did you go to another field before finally deciding to join the business? How did it go for you?
Actually, even at a young age, me and my brother, our normal dinner conversations with my dad was usually about business operations,
Mm.
about opportunities and everything. So when we started to work inside the company, it was almost like too easy because we spend our Christmas vacations, summer vacations in the store or in the factory looking at the product. So we were exposed really early.
Oh my God. I mean, wow, that's so nice to know. I mean, surrounded by seafood. Aren't you glad you're not allergic to seafood?
Oh, actually,
That would be a bane. Okay. Yeah,
actually
what's your
before
story?
actually before I was not that big of a fan of seafood.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Being
more
a
of a meat
child,
person.
yes.
I'm more of a meat person. But later on, as I experimented with frozen seafood, and then I said, hey, I want to try this. I want to try this product. I want to try this. Next thing you know, I'm learning how to cook them, how to prepare,
Ah.
and I get to enjoy it because there's something about seafood that's it's different from meat. For meat, it's like, for example, beef. It's
Mhm.
just one cow and just different cuts. For
Yes.
seafood, it's totally different
Yeah.
animal. Like there are
Yeah.
so many fishes in the sea,
Yeah.
so you get to enjoy so many variants.
Mm-mm.
There's shellfish, there's Atlantic fish, tropical fish, there's squid, octopus, crabs, everything.
Yeah. And what was the first official dish that you perfectly cooked at home?
Hmm. Probably the easiest one would be steamed shrimps.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that is so easy to prepare. So
Yeah.
I think everyone at home knows how to do that.
Yeah. And so to
Mm.
this day, do you still experiment? Like, are you also be a foodie, or do you like spending time in the kitchen as well?
Actually, the pandemic made me experiment more.
Oh.
I think that's what helped us make our products more accessible, I guess,
Mm.
and more convenient. Because
Mm-mm-mm.
when I was during the pandemic, I started to cook more at home, obviously.
Mm.
So I noticed that hey, maybe we can improve the packing size, make it
Oh.
smaller, make it more convenient to store in the freezer and
Mm,
everything.
mm-mm,
So it was a learning experience for everyone as well.
mm. That's good. I mean, somehow your kitchen became your lab as well.
Yes,
Like your
because
R&D
then we
place.
realized, yeah, because suddenly we realized, hey, for example, just the Greenland halibut. Before
Okay.
we only made steak cuts, and then I
Mm-mm.
realized, hey, maybe it's better if we made loins because for a certain dish, I don't want the steak cut. So
Mm.
all that became an experience for us.
Ang galing naman, your culinary know-how also helped you learn more about the business, what customers may want.
Mhm. Yeah,
'Di ba? Parang that's a good insight. When did you actually join the company?
I think it's around officially maybe around 2007, 2008,
Mm.
and then so basically I started with in the factory wherein I was sorting through uh, the returns and analyzing the products, making it more efficient, and then work with a team.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so that's it.
And then when did you become president of the company?
I think around 6 years ago,
Mm.
5 to 6 years ago.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, because basically, when my dad said, "Okay, he assigned each of us to a different department."
Like your
So
brother, where
then,
did he go?
yeah, my brother is in charge of production in the factory.
Okay. His name
Yeah.
is what?
Morris.
Morris. Oh, all
Yeah,
M's. Ah.
yeah.
Okay, so Morris went into production.
Yeah, and it fits him perfectly because he pays attention to details so much.
Ah.
So in that sense, when we work together, we're very complementary. Like for example,
Mm.
his ideas or a roadmap to okay, this is what I want to achieve, and then it's easy because when I tell him the idea, it almost clicks that he knows. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it, and
Mm-mm-mm.
then he'll make sure that the small details are taken care of.
So Mark was older, you or Morris?
Me, I'm the eldest.
Wala bang ano yan, parang hierarchy na, oh, I'm the kuya. Wala namang ganon. How does it
No, no,
go?
no.
Parang it's a give and take din naman.
Actually, it's too easy. I feel like he is a cheat code for me because
Oh, really?
yeah, because we work well together. That
Mm-mm.
even if we argue, it always ends up having something positive come out of it
Yeah.
all the
Mm-mm,
time.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, so we share the same vision, we have the same passion. So I think basically I don't have to. I trust him 100% when it comes to
Mm-mm.
the operation. So it feels perfect to have someone like that beside me.
I think that's a good thing, no? Parang it's easy for you. He knows what you're thinking. You know, parang mas seamless yung collaboration nyo together.
Yes, very
Because
because
you're on the same
uh,
page.
yes, always on the same page, and it's easier because you don't have to dwell on too many details. It's just hey, okay, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to achieve. This is my basic idea. Okay, then he'll work on the details, and it's nice. And he'll say, hey, maybe we should do this.
Mm.
It's easier.
Mm. Is your father still involved in the business? Or does he still give you, I suppose, some golden nuggets of wisdom as president of the company?
Oh
I'm sure
yes,
you've learned a lot of things from him before and maybe until now.
of course. He normally they don't ever retire. So every once in a while, my dad will have something. Will have some criticisms. He will
Okay.
tell me, "Oh, you need to do this. You need to do
Okay.
that." He'll every day there's
Ah,
something to improve.
okay.
Yeah, he doesn't rest when it comes to these things.
But what are the maybe the biggest lessons you've learned from your father that you still carry today as president of the company?
I think my dad always had this passion to focus on quality,
Mm.
never cut corners, and take care of the people around you.
Mm-mm. What
Yeah.
about,
So he,
mm,
yeah,
yeah. So, I mean, those are the things that you carried on, no? Because you said as young as you were over the dinner table, you talk about business already.
yeah. Every dinner time, my dad would be like, "Oh, do you notice this? Hey, this is a market that can be uh, there's solution to this market, or maybe we should serve this market, like the high end products, or focus on this quality. This quality can be improved. This,
Mm.
everything from products to management, everything we discuss it. Even the financials, how to fund projects. My dad would always tell us, okay, prioritize this, prioritize that.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. What did you take up in college or maybe higher education? Was
I
it
took up
management?
management. Yeah,
Ah,
I took up
okay.
management. So me and my brother, we all took management
I see.
courses.
Okay.
So aside from that, for us, the biggest lesson would be experience. So
Mm.
those summers or those Christmas breaks that we spent in the factory or in the stores, we felt like we're the biggest teachers.
Oh, didn't you feel that you'd have a fun time going out with friends instead of spending your breaks in the factory? Just a thought.
No, actually, I invite when I'm in the store, when I'm spending my time in the store, I usually invite my friends over. I say,
Wow.
"Hey, come and visit me. Come and visit me here."
Okay, so you're the popular guy
No, no, just invite them here.
because
Or
of the
for
all
example,
those.
in the restaurant, in the podium, I
Oh,
invite friends over. So
uh-uh.
yeah.
Yeah. And what's it like for the business when the pandemic happened? Did you ever close or stop operations? What were the challenges?
Actually, funny. To be honest, since we were dealing with food, we were considered essentials. So
Mm.
basically, I did not go to the office only for the first 2 weeks, I think. And then
Mm-mm.
after that, it's like almost business as usual because we deliver to all supermarkets.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
so we had to make sure that the supply chain uh, is continued.
Yeah, I remember because during the time, people thought the only things available were canned goods and
Oh yeah.
instant noodles,
Mhm.
but at least there's something like cold storage to keep us by, make food more interesting while we're in quarantine at home, no?
Yeah, everyone became chefs.
Yes, home. Yes. Everybody became Mario Batali or Nigella Lawson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marco, we'll just pause for a break. We'll be right back. We'll just have some
Okay.
words from our sponsors. Spotlight
Okay.
will be back.
Welcome ka dito sa SM. Come as you are. Mahilig ka man sa pabago-bago o sa paikot-ikot. Yung nag-a-adulting or parenting. Ikaw na kulot, white-haired, purple-haired, kayong magkaibigan na nagkaibigan. buong barkada. Yung gusto mo, chill lang. Or gawin yung feel mo lang. We know you're changing. So we're changing with you. Come on in. We're all in. At SM, you're always welcome here.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. You're watching Spotlight. I'm Francine Marquez, and with us is Mr. Marco Cua, President of Cold Storage. Welcome back, Marco.
Hi.
That was quite a break, a short break. Cold Storage Seafood hopes to encourage a new breed of loyal customers with the relaunch of the San Juan branch, as you said a while ago. What can you say about the younger generation getting more interested in food because of the engaging content in social media and the increasing awareness of the importance of sustainable practices in the seafood industry? My, that's a beauty queen question.
Well, for me is there's this notion that seafood is difficult to prepare or complicated. And when my siblings got married and everyone, I noticed that hey, everyone likes to cook at home, but usually seafood is they figured it's difficult to prepare. So what we did is that's why we opened the corner market stall. It's basically to show people that seafood is not that difficult to prepare. It's very easy. You can pan fry it, grill, steam, or bake it. So that's one of our goals. And then for accessibility, we made sure that we're available in most supermarkets so that our customers can enjoy seafood conveniently. Yeah.
Mm. So would you be opening more standalone stores? You already have Banawe and Wilson stores, right? What about in other parts of the city, like maybe BGC, Makati?
Actually,
What are your
we're
plans?
focusing, we're looking at maybe opening another standalone branch
Mm.
somewhere in the south.
Oh.
So not south, like maybe start with maybe the Alabang area or
Mm.
Laguna, Santa Rosa,
Mm-mm.
and then maybe Cebu or Cebu, Bacolod or Davao. Yeah.
Mm. And I think, well, I have an issue with digital retail when it comes
Mm.
to food, like seafood. How,
Yes.
what are your feelings about it, and how are your online sales? But I suppose if you have loyalty to the brand, no, you'll have no problems when it comes to online sales.
Okay, that's a very interesting question because our online sales, I noticed that most of the people who buy our products online are already existing customers.
Yeah.
Because of course, it's different. When you go to the supermarket, you want to make sure that oh, okay, I get to see the product. I want to see
Yeah.
how the cut and everything. But if you already trust our brand, you know that you're gonna get the best cut, the premium parts of the fish.
Mm.
You already know what you're gonna get.
Mm-mm.
So our online sales are basically mostly our existing customers
Yes.
or people who have enjoyed our products from before.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So in that standpoint, I think well basically our supermarket sales is still bigger than online.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess somehow, no, I don't know. Maybe as a cook, you're also a cook. You want to find out what it actually looks like, the texture, is it pinkish? Or maybe for the whole fish, you want to see the eyes or something.
Yeah.
How does it compare to brick and so you said sales, you get more sales still with the brick and mortars, especially right now. Quarantine rules have been eased, no? Supermarkets are back, people can come in and out.
Yeah, very supermarkets well during the pandemic obviously the supermarket sales were up, but even right now our supermarket sales are still growing
Mm,
because we now have more products and assortment in the supermarket displays. And
mm,
working hand in hand with supermarkets, we noticed that they are trying to promote seafood as well. So if you notice that
mm,
if you visit our supermarkets or groceries lately, you'll notice that they are allocating a bigger shelf space for
mm,
frozen seafood
mm,
now.
mm. Yeah. And also, I think for the holidays, no, people want to have more seafood dishes right now. It just adds more festivity to our spread, Christmas spread.
Yeah, and plus right now, if you notice, the market is a little bit more health conscious, and
Yeah,
seafood
right.
is healthier in general. So yeah, people are enjoying seafood way more than maybe 4 or 5 years ago or 8 years ago.
Oh, nga. Right now, as we speak, I'm already thinking of paella. Seafood paella. And of course, the usual steamed stuff and maybe some tempura. No, I'm already thinking of the menu. Thanks
And
to
even the
this
sushi is doing really
conversation.
well.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, so you
Yeah,
also have, right, with the cuts already?
yeah. We actually offer Japanese sushi and sashimi in the
Mm, mm,
supermarket. We are actually one of the pioneer introducing the sushi products in the supermarket.
yeah, I know.
Because before you can only enjoy sushi in restaurants.
Mm, mm,
So we started a sushi booth before in Rockwell inside the supermarket, and
mm.
then so basically right now we have a bigger line of displays in maybe 5 to 6 supermarkets right now.
No, good to know. But Pinoys are generally meat-loving people, don't you agree, Marco? How do you convert them to be seafood lovers? How do you make the choice?
Mm.
Well, how do you make them choose seafood over meat? Maybe I suppose it's in your maybe social media campaigns or plans. How do you push that?
I think it's nice that we get to highlight the benefits of eating seafood.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many vitamins. It has good protein. It has less fat, less calories. It helps in weight loss. And as you know, Pinoys right now are very, very health conscious.
Yes.
So that alone, that helps a lot. And maybe just informing them of these benefits will encourage them to eat more seafood. Not saying that meat is bad. I'm just saying that between seafood and meat, if you want a healthier option, go for seafood.
Yeah, I know, especially a lot of people right now are trying not to eat too much carbs, no. But seafood is a good source of protein
Yes.
besides meat, right?
Yes, yes. From the shellfish, the shrimps, the crabs, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just also put some of those, mix it with some salads. Nako, it's a good prawn salad.
Oh yeah.
We're so glad to know that your business is doing great, Marco. Seafood is a great alternative to meat, as we talked about, for those who are aiming to eat healthier and lighter, especially now during the holidays. We'll talk some more. This time we want to talk about your restaurant so people can actually visit the place.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pause for a short break and then we'll be back.
Okay. Thank you.
Josel Dariaga po.
At Maita Basa David,
Dahil sa dagdag singil ng generation companies, 8 centavos ang increase ngayong November at 9 pesos and 95 centavos per kilowatt hour ang overall electricity rate.
pero magmahal man ang bilihin, lahat ay kakayanin para sa mga mahal natin.
Anak ko ang liwanag ng buhay ko. And I will do everything to protect her. Gusto ko handa siya. Dahil alam kong bright ang future niya.
Ano naman? Hindi mo na kailangan gawin lahat to.
But it makes me happy, anak.
Welcome back to Spotlight. With us is Marco Kua of the Seafood Business Cold Storage. Hello, Marco. Yeah, I know you have a restaurant. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah. So we opened a stall inside the corner market.
Mm-hmm.
It is a food hall in the podium.
Okay.
So basically, our main objective there was to basically showcase all our frozen seafood. So there's this freezer where you can see all our products, and then there's a chiller where it's almost ready to cook. So
Okay.
basically, our cooking station is open for everyone to see, because
Mm.
our main goal was so that people who order our seafood knows and can see how it is being prepared. So you can say, okay, I want this salmon, and you can choose whether you want it grilled, pan fried, baked, or yeah, steamed.
Tapos, does it come with sauces also? You can ask them to
Yes,
make
yes, we
sauces.
have the sauces there, and you can choose your sauce, you can choose your side dish. So basically, it highlights how easy it is to prepare seafood.
Wow. So
Yes.
there's no particular menu. It's really more of you. It's an easy setup. The customers bring in choose the seafood, and then they just ask how they want. So plain, easy, simple, but good.
Yeah, it's like a dampa style.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
Where else are
working mostly with imported
Of
products.
course, of course. Where else did you want to open?
Actually,
Do you have
just
other
at one
plans?
for now.
Ah,
Our main
okay.
highlight there was just to showcase how easy it is to prepare seafood. Yeah, so
Mm.
it's more of we sometimes if we have new products, we have it brought there, and then maybe customers can see or try the new seafood products that we have.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nice, nice. Oh, so it's no particular cuisine, no? Parang just the seafood itself, parang you're not branding yourself as a Japanese cuisine, Filipino way. Parang dampa naman eh. You can have it any way you want the food, the seafood,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
there's...
Like lately, we have this kani tempura, which is doing really well. It's basically
Oh,
our crab sticks,
okay.
and then it's coated and then deep fried, and people are enjoying it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
What else? Whet our appetite. What else can we eat in your
Ooh.
place? Para when we go
So
there, we'll order that suggestion.
so we have fish and chips. We have
Mm.
calamares.
Oh,
We have salmon, baked salmon, halibut. Uh, we
nice.
have we have yellowfin tuna.
Ooh.
We have tangige. Yeah, and sometimes we do offer lobsters when
Mm.
it's in season. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nice. Do you also do stews, or is it just grilled, pan fried, and barbecued?
The basic ones. We focus on the
May
basic
stew.
ones because yeah, no stew, because we
Ah,
want to make
okay.
it. We want to make sure that people see how easy it is to prepare, and it's going to be good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Nako. Must go to podium. Check.
Thanks. Thank you.
What are your plans to further promote seafood in the Philippines? I mean, business plans, expansion plans. What's in store like for 2023?
I think for next year we plan to work closely with supermarkets,
Mm.
making sure that shelf space for seafood gets bigger and grows, because we feel like the demand for seafood is getting bigger compared to maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right now, there's so much seafood to offer, and given a bigger shelf space, it will allow customers to enjoy and learn more about frozen seafood. We're no
Mm-mm.
longer being limited to just tuna or milkfish or tilapia, that we can have salmon, maybe some Alaskan crabs, Shanghai crabs, and all. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a whole new world for us, seafood lovers.
Yes, actually, we're in talks with a lot of supermarkets, and they're very excited that we're going to expand the assortment for frozen seafood. So
Mm.
we can easily add maybe 30 to 40 different kinds of fish
Oh. Mm-mm.
for, for basically customers to enjoy more. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Maybe Marco, I want to find out. What's the most enjoyable thing about being president of Cold Storage?
Well, right now, like I said, I told my brother, we no longer have any excuses. We're now working together. So moving forward, I said, okay, we need to get things done. We need to start moving forward. So this is what part of our campaign to relaunch the brand, make sure that the brand is known for quality seafood. And basically, right now, the good part is we get to execute our ideas swiftly. And at least, given that we share the same values, me and my brother, it makes everything easier for us.
Mhm. Well, thank you. Thank you, Marco, for spending time with us today. We hope we can bump into you physically soon.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Francine.
And of course, sa mga katribu, thank you for tuning in today. Watch Spotlight every Friday at 2 p.m. daily on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, I'm Francine Marquez, and this has been Spotlight.